Over 2 decades ago, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed spotted the opportunity to extend his already groundbreaking impact on the thoroughbred industry beyond racecourse success to the recruitment and development of future industry leaders. Plans for a 2-year management and leadership training course encompassing study and work experience across 5 major racing hubs worldwide were implemented, and in 2003, Flying Start was born. 12 individuals each year have been exposed to the world's leading bloodstock breeding and racing operations, have studied in some of the foremost universities, and developed leadership skills to progress careers in positions of influence across all sectors of the thoroughbred industry. From Group 1 winning trainers and stud farm managers to founders of media and thoroughbred industry welfare initiatives, the course boasts an impressive footprint in the pursuit of His Highness Sheikh Mohammed's vision. And it does not stop there. 20 years on, and Kildare's famed K Club played host to an alumni conference tasked with assessing how graduates might best lend their expertise to the future development of the industry and the challenges it faces today.
The Flying Start program has had a massive positive impact on the industry over the last 20 years. I graduated in 2010, which is 13 years ago, and to see it go from strength to strength, from before I started to now, has just been amazing. And there isn't like a country in the world or a race or a sale that I go to that I don't see multiple Flying Start graduates, and thankfully a lot of them now are in positions of massive influence. So when the course began, I would have presumed that would have been one of the main objectives, and it's completely realised that objective, which is really cool to see as a graduate.
Was this quite an emotional hour there that sort of seeing people walking up through the entrance there? It's been quite an amazing 20 years. The line that comes to mind is from Empire of the Sun song, I'm just in awe of what's in front of me.
Flying Start has had an immeasurable impact on my career, mainly opening up the doors that were required to get involved in industry leadership projects. From a pretty recent graduate, I was lucky enough to start working at Arrowfield for John Massara, which would never have happened had it not been for doing my placement there on the course. Since then though, Flying Start has opened up so many doors. It's also allowed me to employ great people and a lot of clients are Flying Start graduates. So it's been an amazing impact all over.
You guys, as Joe said, are the biggest network that our industry is lucky enough to have.
I mean, Godolphin Flying Start has had just a substantial impact on my career. I think there's rarely a day that goes by in my career that I don't either draw on something that I learned on Flying Start or reach out to somebody that I met or one of the other graduates. You know, it's every day I feel the impact that it's had on my career.
Yes, so it's been incredible really, and I've no doubt that I wouldn't be where I am today in my career without the Godolphin Flying Start. Through what you've learned on the course, through the connections you made over the years, and really having that networking base that is provided. So the impact it has been incredible to myself and to, I'm sure, all graduates over the past 20 years.
I think that we, as a group of people, have obviously got a lot of skills in different areas, and everybody can really help each other out in so many different ways. And I think that's something we need to continue to do.
When I came to Flying Start from a background in law, I hadn't grown up in racing. I had very few contacts. I'd worked with show horses, but so for me, it gave me a total grounding in all aspects of the industry, and as I say, a huge raft of people that I could talk to and learn from, and so it really set me up for my career in a way that I don't think anything else could have done.
Many of you have reached your goals by taking the opportunity of the Godolphin Flying Start and working hard. Others take the shared experience and lessons learned to support someone else. Some of you are in the very early stages of building your careers. All of us came out of the programme as someone's lifelong friend. All of us share memories.
It's opened doors. Everywhere I've been, it's opened doors, and it's probably equipped me with the skills to ask the right questions. And being able to ask the right questions means that you learn things, and that's just opened doors from one thing to the next. The Godolphin Flying Start is just having this incredible impact across the industry on a global scale. You can see in every country that you go to or you see when you're looking at the thoroughbred world, you've got leaders in the industry from a business perspective, people looking after the welfare of the horse and really just driving everything forward. So it's an unbelievable achievement what the Godolphin Flying Start have accomplished over the last sort of 20 years.
Your success is also a testament to the vision and foresight of His Highness Sheikh Mohammed, whose his unwavering commitment to the industry and to education has really empowered us in this room and lots of other people to dream bigger and to achieve more.
Again, I think for a lot of trainees, the placements are really valuable because you get to really integrate into a company or an organisation more so than you would be able to do through the tiers otherwise.
Enabled me to really catapult my career to greater heights and greater velocity than I ever could have possibly imagined. Not only equipped me with the skills that I was going to need to be successful, but the people that I met and the connections that I made over the 2 years have been incredibly invaluable to me as I came back home to continue on my family business.
I mean, it's aptly named, like Flying Start. We were able to do in 2 years what it would take most people a lifetime to do.
And I think when someone graduates the course, they do come out with that mindset and that ethos of doing what they can to benefit the industry as a whole and not just benefit themselves.
The curriculum they put together, it really does what it's advertised to do. It gives you a huge flying start.
You can walk into a race meeting or a horse sale in any country in the world and know people, which is pretty cool.
His Highness Sheikh Mohammed has for so long been motivated by education and equipping future generations with the skills required to make the world, in our case our industry, better. From there, the vision for the Dali, the Godolphin Flying Start, was born. Sheikh Mohammed had the idea and the vision, and perhaps the Godolphin Flying Start is the way in which his impact and influence will be felt in our industry for the longest. 20 years ago, I saw the investment for the Dali Flying Start, as it was known in the Irish field, and I knew with all my heart that this was the opportunity of a lifetime. There has never been one moment in the intervening years where I've revised that opinion, and I remain grateful to Sheikh Mohammed to this day. For all of us, the high points involved the horses. For us, it was breaking bi-millennium ceilings, or seeing Cape Verde and Balanchine on Gainesville Farm, or foaling down late at night in a paddock in the Hunter Valley, seeing a champion on the track, or a future champion in the paddock.
From the start to now, we know where we've been, we know where we have come to. Where are we going next? What's next on the agenda? What's next for us as alumni, as a network, as graduates? Where do we go from here? Now it's time to get onto the boards, get into the regulatory areas of the industry and become real industry leaders, people who can influence at the seat of power within the industry. I think that it's a challenge for us all where we are on boards or where we have that kind of position to bring the next Flying Start graduate up, to take the next person up to the board with you.
So this first award is for Rising Star for Leadership Excellence.
It's such an honor for me because as a child, the Godolphin Flying Start program was such an aspirational thing for me to try to achieve at some point in time. And so it's a huge honor to be back as a graduate at the 20-year reunion. For me, it's almost surreal, but also something that, I want to encourage other youth and young adults to get involved in the industry. And so the more that I can harness this in some way to let other youth know that they're welcome here, the better. So I'm tremendously honored.
The fact that it was voted on by fellow graduates means an awful lot, and a couple of the other award winners touched on it as well. That just means so much that to know that people recognise what you've hopefully done in the industry over the last 13 years since I graduated in 2010. I've been with the TDN since then, and it's a 7-day-a-week publication, and it can be a bit of a grind. So yeah, it's absolutely fantastic to be recognised by such successful people and to win this award.
So I call on Emma to accept the award.
On behalf of Craig, I would just like to receive this award. Unfortunately, he can't be here this evening, but I know he'll be absolutely thrilled to have been nominated by his peers. He's taken a lot of hard work building his brand, Boomer Bloodstock, around his integrity and the principles and knowledge networks that he learnt on Flying Start. And he's implemented a lot of that into rebranding the FBAA. So on behalf of him, thank you very much for this award.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, look, like I said earlier, to be honest, it means an awful lot. I've been very lucky to have had a very good start, but an award like tonight probably means a little bit more than any winner. To be voted for by all the people involved, all the alumni, it's pretty touching. So massive thanks to everyone, and a massive thanks to all the Flying Start team.
An opportunity to celebrate the impactful work already creating waves across the business worldwide. The Alumni Conference also provided a platform to look at what influence Godolphin Flying Start can have in years to come. What lessons can be learned and applied from the challenges facing other industries? How can graduates step up and use positions of leadership to mentor and foster new talent, to push for positive change, and to secure the long-term success of the industry? With 224 graduates across 20 countries to date, Godolphin Flying Start continues to strive to fulfil the aspirations of their pioneering founder, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed.